to Season 2, Episode 34 of One Man's Opinion. Today I am reviewing Playhouse on Park's production of August Wilson's Fences, directed by Kenney M. Green, running through November 20th at Playhouse on Park at 244 Park Road in West Hartford. Hey look, it's 2 August Wilson plays in a row, which is kind of awesome. This is the third written play in August Wilson's Pittsburgh cycle, sixth in the chronological order of the cycle, set mostly in the 1950s. Set in the backyard of the Maxon home, Troy Maxon, played by Jamil A.C. Mangan, is a garbage man who is in the middle of a labor dispute with his employers because all the black employees do all the garbage hauling, but not promoted to driving the actual trucks, something only white employees get promoted to do. On Fridays, he spends his evenings with his friend Jim Bono, played by Eric Carter, getting drunk and telling tall tales about the past to each other and anyone else within earshot willing to listen. It's almost a red herring on Wilson's part, as the labor dispute has almost nothing to do with the rest of the plot. Fences is less about labor disputes as it is about a man who has been abused by the systemic racial issues of America for so long that his only perceived resolution in it is to not allow his kids to make the same mistake. But in doing so, driving a wedge so deep between him and his children that he loses everything he thinks he's fighting for. Mangan gives an easily top 5 performance of the year as Troy, giving him a huge chip on his shoulder while claiming to have been an exceptional baseball player in a time of segregation in the sport. It's debatable as to whether or not he really was that good, but he believes he is, and still is, at the age of 53. Mangan gives impassioned monologues of his beleaguered history and sufferings from the prejudices of growing up in the South and moving to Pittsburgh, about what it's like to be a working man and how important it is to have self-respect doing that job to his 2 sons, Lyons, played by Nestor Garland, and Cory, played by Khalfani Lewis, both of whom he deeply disapproves with their life choices. Lyons is a member of a local jazz band, and Cory is a high school football player with the promise of a college scholarship. Troy, who believes that neither will ever see any kind of success with these ventures, thinks his sons need to give up these dreams and find a secure job, like within the trade professions. The mediator in the family tension is his wife, Rose, played by Yvette Monique Clark. Rose is generally able to calm the waters enough to get the family through the next week before Troy gets drunk again, while also tending to her brother-in-law, Gabriel, exceptionally played by Danielson. Gabriel is a World War II veteran who has been shot in the head and has suffered a severe brain injury because of it. Mangan, as I said, is brilliant. His control of Troy's furor in action is meticulous as he sometimes rages across the stage. There was a particular beat near the end of the play where he stumbles down the back porch that was so believable you'd think he just broke his own ankle. The climactic conflict between him and Khalfani Lewis as Cory is some of the best professional regional theater you'll see this year. There are some blocking issues I had with the play. I know Playhouse and Park is a 3/4 stage, but there were times that Green had Cory facing upstage through most of the scene, and I'd have preferred if the actors were blocked in a way that everyone in the audience got to see the actors fully, moving them around a little bit more. There were also some scenes where Yvette Monique Clark could have been a bit more on top of her lines. It felt like she was about a second behind on her delivery, especially in the first act. It isn't until the second act when she gets her moment to shine after a revelation about Troy and some of his activities away from home that she lets her character come out with a bit more life. I would have liked to have seen some of that energy earlier on. I'd almost say that the last scene feels unnecessary, that we don't need a played-out resolution, because the last 10 minutes tend to feel a little tedious. That could be directed at either Wilson or the direction of the piece, but that sense of tediousness only lasts until Danielson returns as Gabriel on stage, where he gets his moment to shine, and when he does, the play really concludes in a satisfactory way. So I would say absolutely see Fences for Jamil A.C. Mangan's performance, it was fantastic. Particularly the scenes between him and Khalfani Lewis. The both of them do some wonderful work. But I'm only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you're interested in seeing Fences, I will leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. You can support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be the off-Broadway revival of A Man of No Importance at Classic Stage Company. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.